final semifinal. This one is for all the marbles.
We've seen so many changes of pace and face for RunAway throughout their seasons. Coming through, you and I cast them in the promotion match for Season 2, then cast them in Season 3, and then Season 4 watched them lose as we cast them dying to Royal Roaders GC Busan. New players, new roster, new play style. Running Stitch on this Reaper again as we head to this, but Godspeed will pull out this Doomfist to start things off with the triple tank.
Gonna have to be careful looking for those knockoffs already. Big value swings coming through from No Spike. His way up to 40% so far on that Earth Shatter. Hack comes down, however, onto Godspeed. His mobility is going to be limited, but no one is threatening him at the moment. Should be okay. RunAway playing on the outside of the point. X6 on the inside. Have that inside track. They're going to be looking to get that initial cap. Hawksaw, the first one to die. BQB finds the hit. Uppercut coming through. Looking for the finish. Doesn't quite find it. Twilight managed to make his way out of there, but now it's going to be the Coalescence coming in from both sides. Bebe and Twilight both going in for the Super Saiyan battle. Big pop-up into the air from Bumper. He's going to come down. Meteor Strike on the side. Gets rid of Janu. Coalescence also coming in. Going to be Janu getting knocked out of that back. And when they take him down, RunAway losing this initial fight.
When you look at the two solo DPSs here, the Doomfist versus the Reaper, the Doomfist is going to have the much better time against the tanks, builds the ultimate faster, can go through shields, can then immediately globally smash them with that Meteor Strike. They have the ult advantage of Bumper wasting that last one here, so No Spite looking for an opening to be efficient here.
It's going to be Godspeed getting that punch in onto Stitch, takes him down, Hawksaw falling as well.
Such good preparation here from X6, having the answer to this protective Reaper composition. Hawksaw not going to have the answer until that EMP is ready, and he's 10% away from it right now. Godspeed, it's ironic that this was supposed to be, Doomfist when it was released was supposed to be anti-dive, but he's ended up being in this meta anti-tank and anti-solo DPS. So successful so far here on this first point.
It's going to be all about that Earth Shatter, but Hawksaw is dead yet again, still doesn't have the EMP, and now X6-Gaming will charge forward. No Spike investing that Earth Shatter. They come up with two. He takes down Bumper. Godspeed finds Stitch yet again.
And another Meteor Strike nearly available here for Godspeed. He can track down Hawksaw. If they can find where he is, he can track him down with that Meteor Strike to make his EMP the last thing he does, instantly kill him afterwards. It'll also be used for some extra mobility. Sound barrier here for Roki is going to be the counter. Here comes the stun.
He is out. Death Blossom thrown down. Bebe going to get taken out as Slime. Gets rid of BQB and knocks Rhea out of that mech. Godspeed only able to trade one back as Twilight falls. Stitch will push in, finish off that Doomfist. Now they're in onto the point, but this is such a good start for X6. They have 5 ultimates ready to go. The flip comes in. They're already at 80%.
It's important the observer showed us Roki was not hacked. He was not hacked. He held the sound barrier. X6 made the conscious decision to hold ultimates instead of looking for the team fight win here. They hold that sound barrier. They've got the Meteor Strike. So many different ways to open up this push.
And already dead. He's dead yet again. Now they're charging forward. Coalescence coming through from Bebe. Still have plenty more ultimates to use. Bumper going low. Pin coming in. Misses it as the Meteor Strike comes through. Godspeed dodging it out. Sound barrier out from RunAway. They try to stay in the fight. Meteor Strike comes down. Not going to be finding any kills, but X6 are in onto the point. And RunAway needs to stop them from getting this cap coming back through.
Great angle on this hog.
Pinned into the corner. The shield's going to get shattered, and Bumper will go down. X6 looking to get this flip, denying RunAway.
Shatter!
Any chance? Shatter catches so many pin straight on the Twilight as he tries to stand up. X6-Gaming going to be sweeping RunAway under the rug, taking the point back, and maybe just winning here on Night Market.
Very well played here, breaking that barrier so that he knew he could get the shatter off. And X6-Gaming with a massive lead now. Look at Godspeed's positioning. He's ready to drop down onto RunAway. Even if RunAway is able to win this fight and take the point, they've got such a big deficit. They've got no ultimates, no EMP to lead this. Trying to force their way through, but look at Godspeed. Immediately capitalizes. They just need to collapse onto this point.
They tag back in as Bumper comes through with the Winston. Delaying this at least a little bit, but Janu's going to get knocked out of the back. That rocket punch coming through, just ripping him to bits. Self-destruct finds Bumper, doesn't have the bubble to stay alive, and now Janu dead in the Baby Diva. X6 looking to close it out as the OT ticks in, and No Spite has another Earth Shatter ready to go.
Look at that barrier!
So much there from Hawksaw, but it's not going to do a damn thing. He cannot do it. He goes down. OT ticks away 146. X6 will kick this one off strong.
Such a great strategy here to use the Doomfist to break through what RunAway has been showing us on Lijiang, been showing us on Nepal. They've been downloaded. The strategy has been figured out. We saw earlier as well from O2RD using a different way to deal with the Reaper range. This time they chose burst, they chose mobility, and the ability to go through tanks. Roadhog breaks the barrier that they're trying to use with the Reinhardt so they can have better Earth Shatters, and the Doomfist just goes through shields, bursts through the tanks. And Roki's positioning in that last fight was immaculate, hiding for the EMP. Everyone is hit except him. He's on the outside, comes in and throws the barrier. The fight was already over, but we just have to talk about how well he's been positioned against Hoxall's EMPs. Godsby gonna open up with the Widow here. A very risky pick. We've seen Stitch try it, but not willing to duel Godsby on that matchup. Very difficult though if X6 does not win the initial fight to make this pick worth it.
Yeah, Stitch just gonna be going for the tried and true. Already takes that shot from Godsby, takes another one. Recall's gonna be down. Godsby shifting to the side, looking for a hit here onto Slime, onto Twilight. Eliminate the support line from the side of RunAway. Janu gonna get jumped on as they get pushed back here over the bridge. Bumper goes low, gets that mega pack as well. X6 yet again gonna have the inside track, looking for that initial cap. Dive into the backside, it's gonna be Godsby going down. Hoxall, Stitch, and Bumper all go forward, but Janu in the meantime was left alone.
Coalescence, they want to buy Timer, they got it.
He'll go down. Coalescence comes down, as you say, as they push in on the point, trying to get this one to cap through. BQB, EMP already set and ready to go. Throws it down, finds the healers. They have not died yet. Twilight will fall. The tank line shattered on the side of X6. Coming back, self-destruct to buy some space. Bowslide goes in, gets booped back straight into that explosion. He'll go down, hack in onto the Mercy. Roki hits the ground, everyone piles in. They take her down, and RunAway this time has the initial cap.
BQB is able to build a much faster EMP, and this is what we're talking about charge time here, but it was not an effective usage of that EMP. Twilight builds the faster Coalescence because they are running heals versus damage. That's why Roki is on this Mercy, trying to get Godsby that extra damage to win the tank war via range. But Hoxall is able to hold on to his EMP because they took the longer fight there with the sustained healing. Widowmaker, if she's not doing damage at range, she cannot be effective. Godsby's going to use this flank here with the ultimate to try to find picks, but unfortunately does not have good line of sight. Hoxall opens up with the EMP.
Yeah, and that's going to be Bebe going down. He will die as BQB claims his life, but no supports available for X6, means that RunAway will be able to hold firmly here for now. We'll see just how long they can keep this one.
Having great control right now, and I think Godsby would like to consider a switch here off of the Widow. Sticks with it though. There's not a lot of Mercy ult charge either, so it could have seen a double switch here, but they are playing greedy. They want to force this Widow to work. That's the strategy they prepared for this map. You see the hacks coming through here at the front. BQB almost has the EMP. Stitch just looking for a sneaky pulse.
Jump in, X6 looking to take it. EMP gonna come out from BQB. No one dead on side of RunAway yet. Bebe picked by the self-destruct from Janu. Sound barrier in, keeps them all alive, and now they're shoving X6 back across the bridge. Rhea gonna get popped out as they chase forward. Bumper gonna be the exchange. RunAway still holding strong, 75%, getting ready to come in.
This Widowmaker pick just has not been good enough for X6. They had a great strategy on the first map with the Doomfist, but the Widow pick here, if you don't win the first flip, you struggle so much. And at 80%, we see the switch over to the Tracer, but it's a little bit too late here. Disadvantage in terms of EMP. I can't see any way RunAway loses this, minus a big play from Godsby on the Tracer, but he's gonna have a pulse bomb to make that happen.
Oh, Bumper going aggro, jumps in with a primal range, but now he's not gonna be able to leave. It's gonna be decently tanky, self-destruct out from Rhea, not gonna be finding any picks. He'll make it back into the mech all the same, and Hoxall goes down!
And BQB's got an EMP,
but he can't use it, but Bebe goes down all the same with the Transcendence available. Gonna use that to perhaps transition into the flip. But now it's not gonna happen with Slime falling, Twilight getting jumped on. X6 might just be able to grind away at this fight long enough to get this win.
BQB holding this EMP and wants to get the flip without it, and they are going to look like they're going to get it. They get the full cap here, 0 to 99, but ult efficiency now on the side of X6. Godsby building that pulse, much more effective when he's on the Tracer. Doesn't have time to switch back to Widow. This is what we're going to be seeing, this mirror matchup for the rest of the map. If Roki could switch, he'd love to, but doesn't have the time to do so right now. BQB can build such quick EMPs every single time, and then this time continues to hold it. RunAway wants to try to bait that out. Here it is.
He's spotted, throws it straight into their faces. The rest of the team's gonna come forward. Bebe exchanges on the backside as Stitch finds that kill. Slime and Twilight dead, however, RunAway have to look for another approach in all likelihood. 3 versus 3 here in onto the point. Self-destruct out from Rhea. No one's gonna be able to pick him off. And BQB does go down. Bumper finding that kill. But he's dangerously low and he'll get picked off in the end, right as that primal rage becomes available.
Unfortunately, Rhea using that that self-destruct, that's so unfortunate here.
They're still going, even with Bumper not in the fight. Coalescence comes down from Twilight. Maybe a bit of a disconnect here with the rest of the squad. Primal rage out from Nosefight, just smacking around Janu. He's gonna invest that self-destruct to try to get something back. can find anything and will make it back into the back safely. Transcendence now out here from Bebe, pushing it onto the point, trying to keep the fight going, trying to maintain dominance here. They approach 60%, need to go as high as humanly possible, allowing a flip for RunAway. Likely means getting this tie in, not gonna find that 2-0. Slime throws down that sound barrier, EMP's in, no smite's dead, Ria's out of the Mac. Can they close this? Can they get the flip and let that OT tick away? They're certainly trying. Godspeed gonna go low, but manages to stay alive.
Okay, BKB builds another EMP though. Is gonna toss it out here. I feel like he might have wanted to save that one.
Throws it down, but then pulse bomb from Stitch finds two. Godspeed just gonna keep getting the baby name up. Baby's dead. There's no supports available. X6 swept under the rug. RunAway get the flip, and looking like they're gonna go ahead and extend this.
There they will.
One final round of Lijiang as we get ready to go to Control Center.
Despite the loud cheers of the RunAway fans, I think they should be concerned that when given against all odds, the late 80+% switch to the Tracer with no ultimates to open up the push, a wasted self-destruct. X6 is still able to get a flip against ult advantages on the side of RunAway. That's terrifying. Imagine had the Widow been successful, what position they would have been in. So this is a sigh of relief, but this is not a cheer, because so far they have been outclassed by X6. I would even argue on that second point in a lot of ways. Stitch having the individual plays that win them the map. In terms of teamwork and strategy, I think X6 is leading. We are going to see the Sombra McCree here as we head into Control Tower. RunAway moves away from the Reaper. They want more mobility. It's Tracer Sombra for them. So mobility versus damage right now is what this point is all about.
Gotta be careful though of those flashbangs. If Godspeed gets that lockdown, you can be sure he's gonna have the headshot to follow up. Taking down Stitch or Hoxall, who has been dying quite a lot so far in this series. Twilight to get a couple body shots, be all right in the end.
No Discord orbs for this McCree. It's about the headshots and it's about the healing, keeping him alive. Gets the kill on the Twilight. He's flanking. He's not tank busting. He's just killing this.
Yeah, wraps on the backside. Looks for that shot there with the flashbang on the Hoxall, but doesn't matter. Has the accuracy in the end and nearly a primal range, and maybe just a kill on the bumper in the end. Godspeed carrying X6 to victory so far here on Control Center. Slime in such a bad spot. He manages actually get the poop up there onto Roki and stays alive as he wraps around the backside.
He sees Slime there through the window, goes for the chase. Because they chase, he doesn't have the time and he doesn't have the Deadeye, but he could have tried to go up to the second floor. Risky choice, but he does stay down here on the high ground. RunAway gonna dive in deep here. They're just trying to build ultimates. A pretty sloppy dive, but they do catch the Reinhardt.
Yeah, they go ahead, they get rid of no smite. Now, not as many things to hide behind for Godspeed, but he's just gonna go ahead and wraps around the side. We already saw that he is perfectly willing to play this as a flanking McCree. This is the flashbang, can't get the kill there on the Hoxall. Now barrier in from Slime, EMP out from BQB, denies some of those shields to come through. Now Jano and Hoxall are both gonna go down. Hack on this Stitch, the spray coming in. BQB gets rid of Stitch. No flip coming through for RunAway. They have to start all over again.
There have been some concerns about ult usage here for RunAway in the regular season. This is something that I spent a lot of time discussing with other analysts out here, especially YBT, as the ult efficiency and economy for RunAway has often been bad, especially on Control. Even though they have a 100% win rate on it, you can see the glaring mistakes. EMP into the sound barrier coming out at the same time. Need to stagger these a little bit better to win these fights.
Lots of EMP out from Hoxall. They managed to take down No Smite. Trying to follow up here onto Roki. Managed to get him in the end as RunAway finally looks to get the flip, but yet again, it's 75% just about coming through. A little jump to the side, saving Hoxall's life in the end. The flashbang almost certainly going to lead to another headshot, but Godspeed will die. RunAway get that flip, but it's a long way to go.
It is a long way to go. They will stick with the Reinhardt, I think, for one push because they have that ultimate. Otherwise, they'd probably be making the switch over to the dive with the time bank that they have. Time bank, but control meter lead, I should say. Percentage lead they have. They can try this once. They're going to try to force this shatter through.
There it comes. Throws it down, catches a couple members. Where's going to be the follow-up? Hook to the side, but he still manages to swing that one in to get Janu. Nice little bending coming in. As the swerves, Godspeed with the Deadeye takes down Bumper. It might just be another very fast flip in favor of X6. Godspeed taking a bit of damage. Slime finds the killing blow. RunAway do not want to surrender this one. Twilight's got that Transcendence ready to go. Might not even need to invest it. Just gets the pop out there onto Rhea.
It's these scrappy fights where RunAway comes up big, and it looks like it's a trade. Godspeed gets the double with the Deadeye, but suddenly Twilight comes up big. Stitch comes back in. Slime gets a kill, and it's not a flip despite the successful attack for X6. Unwilling now to switch to the Winston. This means RunAway is just going to avoid the fight. They're going to go on the high ground, so McCree can't do anything here. Neither can the Reinhardt. They have the ability to drop down with EMP. This is very difficult to approach for X6.
Hoxall coming around the side. EMP now going to be ready to go. Goes that one in, but Stitch has already been taken down. Maybe finds the kill. Twilight, Glow, Transcendence still in, still has the sound barrier. Pop out here onto Rhea as RunAway looks to take the lead in that percentage. Janu's going to fall. Bumper going low, not sure if they can keep him alive. They jump to the high ground, but Slime's going to get tagged there by Godspeed. The EMP doesn't really transition into anything for the side of RunAway, and now X6 is going to have the ult lead.
They certainly are. This is a terrifying moment for RunAway fans. They used the EMP, they got nothing from it. They had the high ground advantage, they had everything. But the tanks were bursted again by the accuracy here of Godspeed. And again, I want to mention this is without a Zenyatta. This is just protection coming through from Bebe. He's building consistent coalescences. Speaking of coalescence, they're going to gatekeep here with that, and they have the EMP. RunAway is going to be hard-pressed to get through this one. Hack coming out already.
Looking for Nosebite, denying any possibility of that Earth Shatter, but he is just not going to go down. Sound barrier comes through, and Slime's going to be the first one to fall. Deadeye doesn't get anything. The comes in, and Godspeed is going to go down. Stitch finding that one, but they need so much more than that because now it's 99 to 89. RunAway looking to get the flip. BQB goes down. Bumper finding the kill. Stitch barely staying alive. Self-destruct from Janu. Gets Roki. Earth Shatter in, but Nosebite cannot get the pin. The boom comes through. He gets denied, and now Bebe is dead. No supports available. 3 members alive for the side of X6. They try to hold this one out, but I don't think they can. They need reinforcements, and they need them now. Bumper goes down. Rhea manages to find that one, but Godspeed falls, as you say. Twilight swapping to that Soldier 76. Tries to keep them alive in this match. They cannot step off at this point, though, because that OT bar is going to plummet if they do. BQB makes it back. So close to that EMP. 2 HP.
So close to the EMP. This could be how they grab it. If they let RunAway take it, they can re-engage with the EMP. They need to be careful about how they execute this. EMP comes
but they don't want to do that. It's going to be Hoxall's coming out first and foremost. They go around the side. Nosebite's going to fall, but the cap's still not there. Godspeed comes into the back. Now BQB forward with his own EMP. Twilight's dead. Coalescence coming through. X6 might just be able to close this one out. Slime getting pinched on will fall. RunAway. It looked like they had it in their hands, but they fall short at the end. Bumper cannot get there, and X6 take lead, John, with a 2-1.
Just feel like X6 has a better understanding of setups. Their strategy, their positioning is superior on control here. And the perfect win streak for RunAway is now ended here. Such a great start, but not going to be full 100% anymore. And, you know, we see X6-Gaming just control this point with the McCree, with healing, not with damage. Positional advantages with the Reinhardt. And the only time RunAway comes up really big, so looks like we've got some Nosebite family here. The only time RunAway comes up big is when Stitch gets in the backline, gets a pulse bomb kill, or makes something unexpected happen. His kill onto Godspeed, when Godspeed was deadeyeing, he avoided the deadeye damage there with a recall, then stuck the pulse bomb right as the sound barrier was fading away, getting that kill. Some amazing mechanical plays from RunAway, but I feel like X6 in some ways has their number here. And X6 is just prepared well. They win control, but this is just the start of this best of 5. We saw yesterday RunAway defeated on Nepal. They were able to swing it back after that first loss on control here in playoffs. I think RunAway a little bit dejected after that loss because they were not mechanically outclassed, but they do feel that they ran a composition that had to have them carry it and come up big. And you can have those individual plays, individual moments where you can see Twilight get kills against the DPSs. You can see Stitch find these backline kills, these pulse bombs. But that's just not enough unless you can do it every time and you can continue to gatekeep. When you're behind, small plays on control aren't going to win you the map.
Yeah, also a bit uncharacteristic from Hoxall, getting picked off continuously at the beginning there, especially on Night Market, was going down. BQB building up for those EMPs and having much more impactful ones throughout the start of this series. But the big question is, we saw it for the first time yesterday when RunAway were put in this position. Do we go back to Blizzard World? Do they pick that again with X6 having watched their match? And think that they can still get a victory?
I personally would say avoid it. I don't think it's the right choice against this squad because they've watched RunAway's match yesterday. They countered the Stitch Reaper strategy already with Doomfist. They showed a great McCree showing, changed it up a little bit, brought their own Sombra because they weren't always doing that. They were running a lot of Tracer with that. So I think that if you play the same map you showed yesterday, you're not going to just get those free defenses with Hoxall's Junkrat on Blizzard World. I really do think it would be a mistake, but play of the game here. Janu says, let's go to the finals. RunAway is the sign, or the speech bubble. Sorry, Diva doesn't sound like that. I didn't do my impression. That's what Janu sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, that was his voice. Good job.
He's got really good English.
Oh, good.
No, he doesn't. Don't pick him up Overwatch League.
Yeah, please. Please just, can we stay in Korea for at least a little bit longer?
Godspeed. Sign here. X6 fans coming out in full force tonight.
Tears in the eyes there of the fans. We'll find out at the end of the day whether it's going to be tears of joy or tears of sorrow. But Godspeed already, yet again, having a fantastic start. The Doomfist surprising us on Night Market, then into a fairly fantastic McCree.
Yeah, the Doomfist strategy was super cool. You break through the Reinhardt shield with all of his damage and his ability to charge through with his rocket punch, meteor strike, avoiding the potential shields there, and then Stitch just cannot use the Reaper to full potential in those moments because it's too difficult to track where the Doomfist is going to come through. He goes straight through the Reinhardt shield. He's been so good at stopping solo DPS comps, either on point A's of Numbani especially, but also the solo DPS of the McCree and now the Reaper on control. So Doomfist is kind of a special pick here. X6 plays it, predicts that RunAway will use the same strategy they've been running on control all season long. They have the counter, and that's what I'm worried about RunAway. They had a long match yesterday, a tough match. They showed a lot of strategy. They showed Blizzard World. That's why I'm thinking avoid it.
Well, we're going to find out here in a second, and it will be Blizzard World yet again, so RunAway still feeling confident with this pick.
I mean, they're 1-0, 100% win rate thus far.
Let's do it then.
But Haksal really opened this point up because his Junkrat defense was incredible, and we saw Stitch on the Tracer, or sorry, not on the Tracer, on the Widowmaker, and it was an inability to switch coming up from Kongdu Panthera. They don't have a strong Widowmaker play, so Decay switching late, they lost the duels. They had the advantage on this map because they knew there was no Widow on Kongdu Panthera's roster. They had the flexibility to hide Haksal on the Junkrat and set up several traps. A lot of the win here for RunAway yesterday was actually on their defense. We had that amazing push for them on the cart, but they were able to full hold in overtime anyway, so it became irrelevant. I think a lot of the win here was mistakes on the side of Kongdu Panthera, if I'm completely honest. And I'm a little bit worried about using this map pick again. Sure, it's unexpected to some, and yesterday it totally caught Kongdu Panthera off guard, but X6, you can bet they were watching live. In fact, I think there were even some of them here in the studio yesterday watching that match. They are not going to fall for the same mistakes that Kongdu Panthera did here.
Well, here we are, second map of the series. X6 leading 1-0. RunAway looking to tie it up again. Maybe we will just have a repeat of the series yesterday. Another 5-game set, perhaps. Didn't happen in our first semifinal earlier on. O2 able to close that one out 3-1.
5 points in that match to 3. Did it get the near 6 point with that crazy overtime push that nearly cost you your vocal cords yesterday? Will be.
It's all right. They're still alive now.
Attack Stitch on McCree. Triple tank here with Haksal switching to the Roadhog. We saw the Haksal Roadhog here as well yesterday. If they can get opening picks, it will be effective. But remember, there was no Widow for Panthera. Godspeed is going to be able to shut down the McCree if he can get those boosted headshots through here. They switch to him, obviously right now focusing on BQB to break this tank, or sorry, this barrier.
Oh, they're pushing in, the hook comes through.
But the protection
stays alive. Rhea there with the defense matrix, help keep him a man, and as Twilight comes popping up into the air, Godspeed says thank you very much. Takes him down, and Stitch will fall as well.
Very wrong direction here.
Yeah, rest of RunAway going to be in onto the point, but Godspeed can just shoot them in the back right now, trying to find the shot on the slime. Turns over for Haksal, takes him down, and RunAway's first push is not going to work out.
And if RunAway thought this push worked yesterday...
Surprise!
Surprise, surprise. If RunAway thought this push worked yesterday because it's a solid push on this map, they were mistaken. It worked because Panthera did not have that extra long-range hit scan on the Widow, and this time they get totally shut down and flanked. They make the switch to the Winston because this is not going to work against Godspeed's setup here. So nice time by here for X6.
Yeah, didn't make it up top. Might have grabbed that lamppost instead. Looking for the shots, gets one tag there. Onto Rhea, Plumper and Haksal both going to be going down now. Riptire out for BQB, chasing in for the Moira. Right click comes in, but it's not going to be enough damage. Twilight will go down, and for now, RunAway continue to be held at bay.
And with just this is total night and day to what we saw from Panthera yesterday, because they have the Widow setup. And RunAway did not build very many ults with this push. Haksal with a late switch after the failed Roadhog push, only at 30% of a Dragon Blade. They're already behind because they had that failed first push. Gonna group up here and go for an eco push. They are revealed by the infra site. Soxel just wants to be looking for efficient left clicks here to build this blade. Cursed balloons.
If only you could pop.
Well, they are slowly working their way in. They do have a coalescence, and in a longer fight, they will build a sound barrier.
Their way through, coalescence gonna come down, shoving them all the way back. Pass into the streets. BQB, Bebe both going down. RunAway
Axel kept alive.
Take this one. From the back cap here in the moment as the rest of the members fight up front. Roki taken out by the self-destruct from Janu, and that should be it here for RunAway. A decent time by X6, reducing the amount that they'll have for the streets phase. In the end, we'll have to surrender this.
This is how you do it. You come in slowly with the Genji, you set up a dive that's going to be effective, you nullify what the Widowmaker could do as you come through as a group with the tanks leading the charge, meaning that Godspeed can't really get headshots off, doesn't have perfect line of sight, and Oxel is able to, while grabbing this, also get a Dragon Blade. So X6, they bought some great time there, showing what Hong du Panthera could not yesterday on the Widow. But now we're going to see the switch from BQB over to Sombra, looking for EMPs to shut down this B-side push.
Nice deflection there from Hawksall, takes Godspeed down to about half HP. Dragon Blade's going to be ready. They have the sound barrier as well, but Bebe's got that transcendence. They can't take him down first, and the Dragon Blades might not be getting a whole lot of anything here for the side of RunAway. Hawksall going low, dashes back over to the cart, rejoins as they keep pushing forward. Primal Rage out from Bumper, but he's got that Discord Orb on him, so we'll peel back here with the rest of the squad. Dive in, opening the way here for Hawksall, but there it is. Transcendence comes in, he gets stuck on the wall, tries to make it back over. Down to 10 HP, manages to save, but doesn't get anything for that. Airblade coming through. Still getting focused down, taking hits. EMP's up for BQB.
Yep,
Holding onto it here for the moment as that self-destruct comes in and Godspeed will get taken down, but now it's BQB into the backside, hoops away, throws it down, they push forward, find Twilight, and likely going to be Slime going down as well.
Oxel just kind of overextending there with that blade, hoping for the best there, but was completely zoned out and shut down. He's already to another blade, so forget about the old usage there, but the time was still bought, but he's at 63%, 65. He'll have another blade in no time, so doesn't feel like he wasted the blade, but the push failed. It was on the back of his blade because he went in alone with no real support. It just wasn't effective, so X6 is going to be cheering and happy about this one. That was one of the scariest pushes they faced just yet. And with BQB's charge rate on the EMP right now, the fact they use that isn't going to be as worrisome for them. They need to get the remake onto Rhea, though. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, in the back they go. Taking down that Baby Diva. Hawksall dashing through yet again. Close to that. Hits the deflection shot. Takes him down. Baby eliminated. Didn't stand a chance. Didn't see it coming. That's going to be Dragon Blade up for Hawksall now. Thank you very much, Godspeed.
Okay. Bumper is trying to come up here and get a gauge on where Godspeed is positioned. Tank some of these shots. Forces this cart forward. They cannot get headshots. They cannot get kills. Infrasight here, but Dragon Blade's out. Needs to run away. He doesn't have to win.
Back. Orb of Harmony not going to do enough. Hawksall gets the kill, but falls down with that blade still drawn. HP not going to be enough. They tag him in the back. They finish him off. Now Janu going to go low. Pulse Bomb out for Stitch. For the pop there onto Rhea's mech.
Still holding on to this EMP. They have the defender's advantage. They have the faster runbacks. It's harder for RunAway to get onto the point. RunAway does trade out a lot of ultimates here, but with only 70 seconds left, it's 6% now. They did not, in that fight, build 65 this time for Hawksall. It's starting to feel like this may be the end of this push. Halted very often on point B here of Blizzard World. The games we've seen so far in limited quantity because it's a very new map. It's quite common. A push like what we saw from RunAway yesterday just simply does not happen. BKB holds the EMP. It's going to look to open up here. They do not see him.
Pushes in, spots out Hawksall, throws it down. The rest of the team going to be moving
no barrier.
Hawksall finds Godspeed, but Slime's going to go down, and Twilight joins him in the grave, so no support, ultimates, no support going to be available, and Hawksall gets picked off in the end. 30 seconds remaining, still so far away from a Dragon Blade. RunAway going to have to dump everything in to this push just to try to get it over the line, to tag into B to get that extra little bit of time.
Yeah, it's going to be nigh impossible. Support ultimates are going to have to be the way. BQB is not going to have the EMP, but Godspeed has full line of sight. There's no pressure on him right now. He knows the Dragon Blade is not available. Rhea coming from the high ground here.
Looking for Hawksall. He's going to be dead. Slime throws down that sound barrier, but only finds two. Him and Twilight are the only ones going to be profiting from that. Coalescence comes in. Rhea still staying alive. Healing coming through, it's gonna be too much, they can't break that mech, and Bumper will fall to the Rockets. Transcendence out from Bebe, no spite here with the Primal Rage. Looking to buy them more time, looking to push them off this cart, deny this OT push into B, and shut down RunAway right here, right now. Starts ticking down, Hawksall's dead yet again. It's only gained 30% since the last time we checked in on it. Will not have a Dragon Blade, shot in onto Slime, takes him out. Twilight trying to hide around the corner, EMP out from BQB yet again. OT ticks away, RunAway just gonna be the single point.
And this is not horrible for RunAway, but we do have to review the map choice here. They could have taken us to a better map for Hawksall's Genji, something like the Nimbani.
Go with the Eichenwald, which they've been you know, favoring that one
100%
so much.
win rate on Eichenwald. They have had great defenses with Hawksall's, his Junkrat, not coming to me for a second, there on Hollywood. And they chose this map they showed yesterday. And they showed the same attack that they showed to Panthera yesterday, and guess what? X6-Gaming was ready. I think this was a strategic mistake from RunAway. The map is not over by any means, but we have to review the other options. And sure, we talked about yesterday how RunAway has the largest map pool of hybrid of any team, or I should say success, because they very rarely pick it, even going back to the Team Story Cup because they were so dominant on control. But RunAway now, you know, if it's just a B capture here for X6, they win it. High fives in the booth here on X6's side because they know they've got this nice advantage here. It suits their play style with BQB running the Sombra. Once we get past point A, I think we're going to see a lot of that. Wow, we are seeing so much more of this Reinhardt McCree. Now even seeing it on Blizzard World. It was kind of a Hollywood exclusive with Frieza.
What is this?
Hawksall Tracer. Okay.
No Junkrat.
No Junkrat.
Well, they're definitely trying to surprise them.
Yeah, and you know,
it will certainly surprise them,
but will it be effective is the question. I think that's what you were leading into.
Yeah.
It's going to be very much extra damage to protect against the dive coming through. They're giving him boosted damage, obviously with Twilight, with the Discord Orbs, and Slime on the Mercy. And when they do try to come in with the tanks, if Hawksall's got good accuracy, he will do well to prevent the tanks, but Godsby is actually predicting a Junkrat pick here on a defensive Widow. So he comes up, he's trying to get line of sight right now. They're wondering, what exactly does RunAway have cooking up here? They see the McCree, but I do not believe they see the Tracer yet. Look, Hawksall to the top right of your screen, he's still hiding. He has not shown himself yet, so they're wondering, where is that Junkrat right now? Where is he positioned? So
risky, no traps, no bombs, no satchel charges. They have to know that there's no Junkrat, but still have to be pretty damn confused about what Hawksall actually is running at the moment.
Yeah, well, he's shown himself now, I believe.
Oh, they hear that dash,
yeah.
So they should know that it's going to be a Tracer. Like, really? Is that actually him?
Okay, coming over for Godsby here.
Back, looking for the one clip, but can't do it. Pocket going to be there from Roki.
Well, this
topped up.
Surprise is no longer a surprise, but they do have control over the point. X6 did not gain control. So now they can set up for a better push here, but this was successful in that it bought time. They had a slower push because they didn't know what to expect. They came in late. Now they make the late switch over to the Sombra I was talking about.
It's going to be Godsby. Punted the shot there on a Slime Stitch going low. Rhea finishes him off. Godsby unhindered here onto the high ground. Helps pop Janu out of that mech. They can take him down. And X6-Gaming going to be looking for a very fast flip. Or cap here onto the point rather. Stitch swapping over to that Widowmaker. We'll see if Hawksall's going to try to stick through with the Tracer, but so far,
I don't think so. I think
very underwhelming.
I think he's going to be making the switch to Junkrat here. Nope, to the Sombra, in fact. So we'll probably see a switch of Stitch as well. He was killed here, rezzed, so not going to be swapping now. By the way, that push was a 5v6. Godsby was switching to the Sombra. He was dead. He was in spawn, and they took it because of Godsby's fantastic Widow play. And RunAway just trying to experiment here, changing their style after one day, changing the map might have been the better option. Why stand by feelings about this map choice? Rhea's gonna get DMAC though, good hack there to prevent the remake.
Yep, take him down. Maybe Diva gonna fall. Bumper finding that kill. Hawksall going low, off screen. Get taken out by BQB in the end. Bumper trying to play forward here, stop the cart for as long as possible. It's 4:19 on this clock. They have to prevent them from getting to B if they want to win this. X6. Numerous ultimates to utilize to create some space here for this cart. Valkyrie gonna go up for Slime. Bumper going low.
Yeah, BQB hasn't been able to build much EMP charge here, only at 56. They are gonna be halted, it looks like. Even the remake wasted, so big win here for RunAway in terms of time. Godsby can't get line of sight, and BQB is not able to build EMP charge because Stitch has line of sight advantage, at least for the time being. As his cart moves forward, that's going to change, but for right now they remain dominant.
Shot very aggro coming in from Stitch, jumping up rather to the top side, trying to get rid of BQB.
20% more for that EMP, that's the idea with this one.
The sights in for the shots, trying to find Godsby and shut him down. No smite with the Primal Rage, gets rid of Bumper, who dies yet again without using his own. EMP is the backside, Hogsoul arrives, takes down Bebe. No Transcendence to be had, hack in, onto No Smite as well. They burn him down, RunAway gaining control over the cart. But still, a lot of time yet to be drained.
Hogsoul using this EMP, but this was very efficient otherwise. Nothing really used by RunAway. They've baited out the early remake from Rhea, who's very, very far away from getting that again. No Smite also, Primal Rage used. But they can really open this up with this EMP. Unseen so far. Twilight has the Transcend. It's going to be about if he can deny it. They scout him.
EMP's in, finds the tank.
Up.
They try to break them down, but they haven't killed Bumper or Janu yet. Hogsoul in the meantime will get taken out. Godsby finding that one. Further delaying a defensive EMP out from him. Hack in onto Bumper. He gets the Primal Rage off in time, as you say. Res in onto Hogsoul to keep him alive. So the Discord Orbs there. Onto the Winston. He's going to go low. Transcendence being used by Baby as they try to take the fight. Hogsoul's dead again. Self-destruct from Rhea. Finds Stitch. No DPS available. Cart going to start moving forward here for X6.
BQB's accuracy on the Sombra and his ability to farm EMPs off tanks is incredible. With that Discord Orb onto the Winston, so many headshots, building up to 75%, shutting Bumper down there despite the Primal Rage. Sure, he didn't prevent it, but it's actually a bigger win because he used it and died. So X6 has full control over the cart and now full control over sightlines. RunAway is in trouble.
Close they are. It's so close to getting completed here. X6 looking to go up 2-0 over RunAway on their map pick that got them a huge win yesterday. Godsby getting boosted. Primal Rage going to be popped here from No Smite. Looking to bring this one home.
Heavy commitment.
Body shot there on the Stitch. Manages to stay alive. Self-destruct. Not going to find anything for Janu. Twilight's dead. Baby finds a hit. BQB throws in another EMP. That might just be it. Bumper's dead. Stitch shutting down Godsby. But they need somebody who can stop the cart. Hogsoul goes forward. Throws down his EMP, but he dies immediately. RunAway struggling here right in front of the finish line.
That's going to be
2.2. They can't stop it. X6 2-0 up over RunAway. 1 win away from punching their ticket into that grand final alongside O2 Ardians.
I can't tell you I was in the mind of the coach of RunAway when this map pick came through. They played fantastic yesterday, but it may have been a misassessment of the success we saw from Blizzard World yesterday against a team that does not have a Widowmaker player, and it was the first time they ran that Hogsoul Roadhog attack there with Stitch. This was not going to work against a team that saw and studied those matches. Yesterday, it was shut down, and we know that Godsby has improved his Widow. In fact, it's maybe on a higher level than Stitch right now. I will go on the record and say I think this map pick was a mistake from RunAway, and it cost them big. Totally shut down here. BQB, insane EMP builds, bursting down the tank, bursting down Bumper there when he had the Primal, almost prevented it with the hack. There's total control of this map. They have momentum now. RunAway will now need a reverse sweep to go to their third finals. And remember, this is, if they go to this finals, it will be the easiest competition they've ever had in the finals. Don't mean to say anything about bad about O2 Ardian, but it's a Royal Rotor who did not have the same dominant run that GC Busan did after the round of 16 in Apex. This is their closest they've ever been before this match started, the closest they've ever been to a title in Korea, and they may be stopped here tonight. What a tragedy that would be. We've already seen Element Mystic defeated. The two finals that we thought were going to be the ones everyone wanted to watch, that epic final, the Dream Final, Element Mystic RunAway, we're one map away from neither of them being there.
Yeah, might just be gone in the span of 2 days. RunAway backs against the wall in the biggest way possible. 3-0 on the horizon for X6. RunAway looking to pull off a reverse sweep. No clue if they're going to be able to do so, but we're going to go to a break in the meantime. When we come back, we'll continue this series and see if RunAway can start bringing some wins in.